Michael Morales Torres para Lucha Libre Online y el calce junto a mí, the 28-year-old piece of gold, the X Division Heavyweight Champion. Mira, el hombre que ha dominado toda la división Cruiserweight de todos lados, ahora el campeón X Division en Impact. Lio Rush llega acá a Lucha Libre Online. Lio, it's an absolute pleasure to have you back. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you. How are you doing?
All good here in Puerto Rico, man. Thank you for asking. And last time we spoke, you didn't have that in your shoulder. You didn't have that extra weight. Man,
I did not.
how does it feel to be the Impact X Division champion, taking into consideration that it's a title that's being held by AJ Styles, by many big names in the industry, held that title. Now you're the face of that X Division. How does it feel?
It feels really good. It feels, I like to say it feels appropriate. I feel like I busted my ass and worked my ass off to get to this point. I've wrestled all around the world. Tested myself, tested those around me, and this is where it belongs. So I feel really good.
Man, in my opinion, for what I've seen, and we don't need to name where you've been and what you've done because everyone knows your resume, but you've achieved gold in every single company you've been at. Almost all of them with the Cruiserweight or X Division or Lightweight Championship. Does Lio Rush consider himself the best lightweight or cruiserweight of his generation?
Yes, absolutely. I feel like if you would have asked me that a year or two ago, I probably would have been hesitant to say that. But I'm at a point now where I know that I am. And honestly, we're just getting started.
And speaking of just getting started, we saw what happened on Impact Wrestling at Access TV last Thursday. Samurai del Sol was scheduled to make his debut, his big moment, and Lio Rush happened. Why? Why did you attack Samurai del Sol of all people?
Because it's fun. Because it's fun.
Man, I'm going to say something in Spanish as well, if you allow me. Y eso es que el 20 de agosto, Impact Wrestling va a estar presentando Multiverse United 2 en directo desde Filadelfia, Pensilvania, en la histórica Arena 2300. Muchas empresas han trabajado ahí. El 2300 Arena, el 2300 en Philly, van a estar allí. Lio Rush tiene una lucha muy importante y es que se va a estar uniendo a Trey Miguel para enfrentarse a nada más y nada menos que a Speedball Mike Bailey y a Hiromu Takahashi. I'm just speaking about your next match at Multiverse United 2. New Japan Pro Wrestling, along with Impact Wrestling, partner and created this multiverse again that blew everyone's mind the first time. It was a must to do it a second time. You're going to be part of this event. Great tag team match, high impact for sure. What can we expect from you and Trey Miguel in this match, a tag team match with four of the best, either lightweight or cruiserweights of this generation currently?
Well, I think that is a very good question because it's a question that I've been asking myself for the past 2 weeks. What is going to happen with me and Trey Miguel teaming with each other? I guess we'll see. I guess we will see, won't we? I know who we have on the other side. Two men that I'm very familiar with, two men that I've had some of my hardest matches in my career against. So whatever me and Trey decide to do together, it better be win, because that's what's on my mind, and I hope that's on his too.
Lio, you had a big moment as well. You're a performer in the ring, but you're a performer outside the ring as well. You are an artist. And you debuted your song, They Love Me. We spoke when you dropped your first song, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Now you dropped They Love Me. How does it feel that in the middle of all this chaotic life inside the pro wrestling industry, winning championships here and there, representing Impact Wrestling and waving that flag, now you as well drop a badass song? How does it feel?
It feels great. It feels like I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, winning championships, dropping music. That feels right. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to win championships. I'm going to continue to drop music. I'm going to continue to hold on to championships. But yeah, it feels great. I'm in a good place right now, where I'm able to do both things that I love and strongly. So I'm super excited about what's going on right now, and really excited about what's gonna happen in the future. So.
And I'm gonna say something in Spanish as well. El tema está disponible ahora mismo, lo pueden descargar en iTunes, lo pueden descargar en Spotify, están todas las plataformas de audio. Denle la oportunidad. Lio tiene una versatilidad bastante interesante, tienen unos beats buenos, así que pónganlo oído porque el tema está bueno. Spotify está disponible en iTunes, en todas las plataformas de audio, y de igual manera, Impact va a estar con otro segundo evento en el mes de agosto y va a ser Emergence. Va a estar directamente desde Toronto, Ontario, Canadá. El 27 y el 28 van a tener directamente el Emergence Fallout. En adición a eso, tienen Victory Road el viernes 8 de septiembre, si no me estoy equivocando, 8 de septiembre, y el 9 de septiembre tienen el episodio 1000 de Impact, que va a ser en White Plains, Nueva York. Todos esos boletos los pueden conseguir a través de impactwrestling.com o eventbrite.com/e/Impact Wrestling. Ahí los pueden conseguir, pero impactwrestling.com es más sencillo. Lio, I was just talking about the Impact 1000 episode. You came to the company at the perfect timing. Impact is celebrating their 1000th episode. Is going to be on Saturday. On September 9th at White Plains, New York. There's also going to be a meet and greet available. Basically, the whole roster for everyone who purchases the ticket. It's going to be like a huge party, to say the very least. The X Division champion is going to be there. How does it feel to be a part of such an iconic moment in the history of this company?
It feels great. It feels it honestly feels surreal. You know, you look at the graphic and you see the date and you know what's going to happen, but you don't truly understand what it means until you are there, until you feel that feeling. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. You know, being a part of the 1000th, that's huge. That's huge. I've been a fan of Impact since I was a little kid, and for me to go from there to here and being a champion and being a part of such an historic event, it's amazing, and I'm glad that I'm a part of it. It feels right.
Lio, and you've been everywhere in your career, but I need to ask. Puerto Rico, it's been a place to visit. I'm from Puerto Rico. Our brand is from Puerto Rico. And you had the opportunity to perform here and as well in Mexico. How can you describe having the opportunity to perform in both countries and experiencing the audiences? And as well, will you be, open to come back to any of those countries waving that Impact Wrestling flag?
Yeah. It feels like it. The energy. The energy is something that you can't replicate. When you wrestle in Mexico, you're going to get a completely different energy than what you will wrestling in America. And then in Japan, then even in Puerto Rico, it's different. I'd love to come back. Obviously with me, it's timing. I'm the man of the hour, right man, right place, right time. So we got to get we got the right man. We just got to get the right place. We got to get the right time. And I'll be more than happy to wave that Impact flag and hold this around my shoulder.
Lio, what makes you different from the rest of your generation? Like, we've seen your growth since you started back in Maryland in the independent circuit to what you are today. You started at a very young age. You're still very young, and you have achieved so much that everyone thinks that you're like 35, 36 or something. You're just 28. You're at your prime, and you're still basically creating moments in your career. What makes you different?
What makes me different? Everything. In the way that I walk, how I talk, how I dress, how I look, how I present myself, how I carry myself. I'm a different breed. I'm a different breed. And, you know, I made me like that. You know, my parents made me like that. You know, my experiences made me like that. You know, I haven't met another person in the wrestling industry where I am currently at the level that I am. You know, I started out 18 years old. Currently have 3 kids. I've been around the entire world, married. I've lived multiple lives at 28 years old. So I feel like that's what makes me different. Experience, professionally and personally. So, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the current X division at Impact Wrestling? In my opinion, the roster is the best it has been in the last 8 to 10 years, approximately. It's, you know, you have a balanced roster. You have a solid X division. You have a solid Knockouts division, main event scene. Basically, everything is where it has to be. Your division is what makes Impact different, and what made Impact different back then as well. The X division, the action, the flips, the visuals, the performance just hits different. Like, what are your thoughts on the current X division, on the level of competition?
It's intense. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is intense. You want to talk about different levels of athletes. Not even just wrestling. You got athletes. Look at the people that are on that X division roster. It's no sleepers. No sleepers at all. At any point, either one of these men could be. They could. They won't. But they could be a champion if they haven't been already. But they got to go through me, and that's gonna be a hard one. That's gonna be a hard one.
Lio, last but not least, Impact is gonna have a huge next couple of weeks. What's the message to all the fans so they can tune in either Emergence or Multiverse United 2 or Victory Road, or to come and assist to the 1000th episode of Impact Wrestling, or the fallout after Emergence, or to tune in every single Thursday at 8 p.m. to Access TV or to the YouTube channel of Impact Wrestling? What's the message to Lio Rush, to the Latin American fans out there?
If you're not on board by now, you're missing out. There's a lot of great things going on. Notice I said great, not good. There's a lot of great things going on in Impact right now. And if you weren't a believer before, check out this weekend. Philadelphia, Fight TV, Multi-Universe United. All right. This is an incredible event. New Japan Pro Wrestling is teaming up with Impact Wrestling, and we're doing this for a second time. The first time was absolutely incredible. I was lucky enough to be a part of it. And then we've got Emergence coming up in Toronto, and that we're already coming off of a huge pay-per-view that everybody was talking about. So I can imagine that this won't be any different. So if you weren't a believer before, you're going to soon be a believer. And if you don't want to be a believer, again, you're missing out, because Impact Wrestling is what is hot right now, and what will continue to be hot every year, year after year.
Volvemos antes de irnos. El 20 de agosto, o sea, ya este viernes, Filadelfia, Pensilvania, Arena 2300, Multiverse United, New Japan, Impact Wrestling, disponible por Fight TV, disponible por Impact Plus de igual manera. Emergence, el 27 de agosto, Toronto, Ontario, Canadá, lo pueden ver a través de Fight TV, y al otro día, el 28, el Emergence Fallout, lo pueden conseguir los boletos, al igual que en los anteriores eventos, a través de impactwrestling.com o Eventbrite. Y por último, Victory Road, 8 de septiembre, y el episodio 1000 de Impact se va a estar grabando el 9 de septiembre en White Plains, Nueva York. Hay muchos latinos por el área, hay boricuas, hay mexicanos, hay salvadoreños. Lléguenle, échenle el ojo al producto, que les aseguro que no se van a arrepentir. Si no lo van a ver desde su casa en Fight TV, estás por el área, date la vueltita, que la van a pasar bien. Este fue su campeón de la División X, Lio Rush, the Man of the Hour, y Michael Morales Torres para Lucha Libre Online y El Calce, porque en español nadie lo hace mejor.